So for the first question of the queries, it's asking us to create a query that will display an alphabetically sorted list of commercial galleries that have exhibitions running for at least 5 days. It must show the gallery name, gallery type, and number of days only. Now, in reading this question, it tells us some important information. The first thing is that it wants us to create a query, and we need to apply a sort to that query. That sort will be on or of the commercial galleries, and I would apply that sort to the gallery name. That's because gallery name, if we look back at the data we're using, is alphanumeric, so it uses numerical characters here. We wouldn't be able to apply it to the other fields because look, number of days or gallery type. Well, gallery type can either be commercial or combo, which is all start with the letter C, and number of days only is a number. So we want to apply an alphabetical sort to the gallery name. It's also asking us to include information about an exhibition's running for at least 5 days. So that means that when we're selecting or extracting data, because we're using a query for the number of days, we want the values, we only want to select number of days, so number of days from the number of days column, which is this one, where the value is greater or equal to the number 5. So I'll run through that one more time. We need to create an alphabetically sorted list of the gallery names, and we need to ensure that the number of days that we select in this query is 5 or more. Now, to get us started, let's have a quick look at what tables we're going to need in this query, because we're going to need to set up our Access database to do this. And we're going to need number of days, gallery, and gallery type. That's because it's asked us to display gallery name, gallery type, and number of days. The question also says that they must be or should be commercial galleries. So we're going to need to apply a criteria to this query in order to only select galleries which are commercial. That means that it cannot show combo galleries. So we should not see, after running this query, the Decadent Furniture gallery. Now, in order we get us started, let's go onto our Access database, save whatever's open and close all the tabs. Then head to the Create tab, and we can use the Query Design or the Query Wizard to get us started. We want a simple query, and then we want to choose what fields we're going to select. Looking back at the question, it says that we're going to select the fields that we want to select is number of days, gallery, and gallery type. So I could go onto the table gallery. I can include gallery type. That's gallery type, and add gallery type to the selected field. We then want to add the number of days the exhibition is on, and we want to add the name of the gallery, and that's just called gallery here. We can then click next, and then it will ask us whether we want a detail or summary of the query. Just click next here. Now, although you might want to open the query to view the information, we haven't finished yet. We also need to provide a title for the query. Remember, we need to apply naming conventions here, so use Q of Y at the start of the query. Now, to make things easy for the examiner and ourselves, let's give it a name. So, query activity 3A. And then let's modify the query design because we still need to apply the sort and the criteria. So click Finish. Now then, when looking at the question, we need to add a criteria to the gallery type so that it's commercial. And we can do that by going onto the Access database and under gallery type and in the criteria section, we can add a criteria. Now it's very important that the criteria we start with, because it's text, we start with a quotation mark. And we must always do that if we're using text-based criteria. Now, once we've added the criteria for the gallery type, we then need to add the criteria for the number of days. A number of days is for at least 5 days. So we need to write a new criteria for that. We can do this by using the symbols for is greater than or is equal to 5. If you need to practice or refresh your memory about what this symbol means, you'll need to review your notes. But in essence, the first symbol or the first character is for greater than. So if I wrote is greater than 5, it would be all values more than 5, so 6, 7, 8, and 9. If you add the equal sign, it will also include 5. The last thing we need to do is we need to apply a sort or an alphabetic sort of on the gallery name. Now it doesn't tell us whether that's alphabetically sorting from highest to lowest or from lowest to highest. So just select ascending. Once you're happy with answering the question, you'll need to take a print screen of this page view and add it to the evidence. In the evidence for activity 3, it will ask you, and it will be clear on what screen prints are needed for it. And for query 1, you'll want to add evidence for this part of the question. You need to take 2 print screens here and ensure the detail can be seen in full. The first screen print needs to be a design view of this query, and the second needs to be a datasheet view screen print of this query. Before running this query, it's a good idea to add data into your database. This can sometimes be a bit of a lengthy activity, but it's a good exercise to do before you do this question. Your print screen of the design view should include the name of the tab, the tables you have included, and the properties or the section at the bottom. You want to paste that as a design view of the screen print, and then you want to run your query, and then take a print screen of the results it returns, like so. That will be sufficient to answer this question.